Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey and this is Motor Trend's 2024 SUV of the year. This is the Chevy Blazer EV. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to two different options that I think deserve the award more than that Blazer EV. Stay tuned. Gearheads, allow me to introduce you to the Dodge Hornet, the $30,000 compact utility vehicle done Dodge's way. And no, there isn't a Hellcat V8 stuffed under the hood, because there really can't be, but we do have an impressively powerful Hurricane turbocharged four-cylinder that makes this, as Dodge says, the industry's fastest and most powerful gas-powered compact utility vehicle. Let's test that out with a little 0 to 60. Brake torque, 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh! Let's go! And 60! Brakes work too. Let's contrast that a little with that Blazer EV. So we're gonna do a quick 0 to 60 in this. Full on the brake, full on the accelerator, drop the brake, and it's quick. It's just not as visceral. And 60. I mean, it moves. It's very linear in its delivery. It's just, I don't know. The Hornet just felt more like a Hornet, like an attack, like something visceral was happening. This feels big, quick, and luxurious, and heavy. Dodge claims an impressive 6.5 second 0 to 60 time from its nearly 300 horsepower and nearly 300 pound-feet of torque. Now, I'm old enough to remember when those were muscle car numbers in a crossover that can seat 5. Well, as long as we're not giants. EVs like the Blazer EV RS have the supposed advantage of that instantaneous torque and that fast off the line acceleration, but it falls kind of short when compared to this gas-powered Dodge. After sampling that Blazer EV RS all-wheel drive with its kind of lackluster 288 horsepower and 333 pound-feet of torque, well, it really doesn't hold a candle to even this. In the category, in the realm of driving fun, EVs are kind of a one-trick pony, that acceleration. And if you don't have that, well, you don't have a lot of driving fun. So this really wins out when it comes to all-around experience here behind the wheel. Plus, there's the fact that EVs are just a little too heavy and too bulky to toss around and have fun. That big Blazer EV RS has only 20 more horsepower than this and 38 more pound-feet of torque. And because of its nearly 2,000 or more pound curb weight, those ponies are overworked, my friend. And because of that extra weight, EVs generally aren't all that fun when it comes time to turn. They're just too heavy to be tossable and fun like this light crossover. EVs really are a one-trick pony, and if they aren't fast off the line, they really don't have much going for them in the realm of driving fun. But this $38,000 crossover from Dodge definitely has that in spades. I bring up price again because I am astounded at the performance per dollar in this Dodge Hornet. This powertrain, this is the base powertrain. Yes, you can pay more for better looks, bigger wheels and better tires and bigger brakes, but the powertrain is the same in all GT models. We do have the track package with the larger wheels and brakes and Michelin Pilot Sport 4 all-season tires that do really work. I highly recommend this track package. And then there's the interior. The Blazer EV is in a different size class altogether, so clearly there's more room in there than there is in this compact Dodge Hornet. But you can still seat 5 in here, and then there's the technology in the two vehicles. Sure, that Blazer EV has that giant 17.7-inch freeform display that makes this Dodge's 10.25-inch display look like the original iPhone compared to like the iPhone 15 Pro Max with titanium. But General Motors has pretty much committed to phasing out Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in all of their EVs moving forward. So while, yeah, that screen is big and pretty, try doing something like this. Hey Siri, call Mom. And don't get me started on how quick and easy it is to add range.
A few moments later. One eternity later.
Now, for those of you in the know, I can already hear you typing out, but Corey, the Hornet's a 2023 model and it's ineligible from the 2024 awards. Well, yes, this GT model is a 23 and thus ineligible, but for 2024, Dodge did announce the RT model, which is faster and more powerful than this GT. And it comes with a feature they like to call Powershot. The RT is a plug-in hybrid with a 1.3-liter turbo engine and an electric motor. Powershot gives you a boost of 30 horsepower for when you need a little extra speed. Dodge claims the 0 to 60 in the RT is nearly an entire second faster than the GT at 5.6 seconds. And that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, I've only ridden in an RT, but that was on a track, in a crossover. It's fun, but I still want time behind the wheel myself. You know, the editors at Motor Trend drove it hard, but I'm still looking forward to my first chance behind the wheel. The RT starts at $41,000, which still undercuts the Blazer EV by $20,000. Oh yeah, and it has that whole green thing going for it too, because, well, it's a plug-in hybrid. Now, I do have a more thorough, in-depth review of this Dodge Hornet GT coming to the channel very soon. It is a cross between this and an Alfa Romeo, so there are definitely some quirks. But this vehicle really only has one other competitor in the entire market, and that is the turbo version of the Mazda CX-5 crossover. But at $30,000, this fun and fun to drive crossover really has no competitors when it comes to how exciting it is behind the wheel for the price that you have to pay at the dealership. In a world full of bland, boring crossovers, be an Acapulco Gold Dodge Hornet GT. Okay, I know the Dodge Hornet isn't for everyone, and that's okay because, well, we really don't need this face right on our bumper filling up our rear view everywhere we turn. Now, this video isn't meant to serve as any hate towards Chevy. I've owned 4. I really like the brand, including my daily driver that I've had for 11 years now. No, this video is really to serve more as some of the alternatives to Motor Trend's rather biased award this year. Allow me to introduce to you the vehicle I think should win Motor Trend's SUV of the year, and that is this 2024 Chevy Trax. My goodness, what a glow up this vehicle has seen over the model it replaces. With a window sticker that ranges from the low 20s to maxed out just over $27,000, This is the SUV America needs right now. This is the vehicle that more people should be buying, and it includes everything that most people want buried deep inside. This $25,000 1LT really hits the sweet spot for all of that, and I'm going to take you on a quick tour of everything inside. So while Chevy is busy ditching Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in their electric vehicles, they're keeping them around in their internal combustion vehicles, which is a huge win. In fact, all of the interior here is a huge win. We get this large and in charge 11-inch diagonal color touchscreen up here. We get a digital gauge cluster here in front of me. We do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, USB ports. You can opt for a wireless charger. We get a single zone climate control that does a very good job. Heated front seats, which are very nice, and even the materials in here are very much like what is found in that Blazer EV. You get a back seat that is absolutely usable for adults and a flat load floor because you don't have to worry about a drive shaft going to those rear wheels, because Chevy kept the cost down on this by keeping the powertrain simple. You only get front wheel drive and you only get a small turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. But all that translates into affordability at a cost of, well, a powertrain that isn't overly exciting, but still gets the job done. And I'm guessing it's going to be about as exciting as that Chevy Blazer. So a little brake torque it, and actually spinning the tires up front. Engine's making a lot of noise, but here we are at 60. So slower than the Blazer EV, but plenty fast for what many customers are going to need. And because it's in a small gas-powered vehicle, it's light, fun, and tossable. And if you believe the James May principle that vehicles are most fun at their limits, I'd say it's very easy to find the limits of this small and affordable Chevy Trax. I think Motor Trend has got it all wrong. There are many, many different vehicles that they could have picked for SUV of the year, whether it be a fun to drive SUV like that Dodge Hornet that is affordable, or just a flat out affordable vehicle like this Chevy Trax that offers you everything that you would want on the inside and gives you a comfortable ride to boot, to vehicles that I haven't even mentioned yet. The Toyota Grand Highlander, excellent vehicle. The Hyundai Kona was quite fun when we drove it in Charleston. And then you've got luxurious vehicles like the Mazda CX-90. There were so many better options to pick. And for me, I'd say the winner of SUV of the year for me here at GT Garage Talk is this very affordable Chevy Trax. If you want to see more from us, be sure and hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so you are notified every time a new video drops. You can find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Threads. Everything is at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. Huge thanks to Powershot Chevrolet here in Tyler, Texas for giving me not only this Chevy Trax to test, but that Blazer earlier today as well. If you want to make either of those vehicles yours, you better act quick, especially on this Trax, because I had to wait my turn just to get in and hook my cameras up to drive it today. Ask for Franklin, tell him Corey sent you. But as for me, behind the wheel of my SUV of the year in the 2024 Chevy Trax. Until next time, gearheads. Bye. Cylinder, drop the brake, and it's quick. It's just not as visceral. And 60. I mean, it moves. It's very linear in its delivery.